What's up, Egoist? As you guys may or may not know, Bastard Munchin, their match against Ubers is finally over. So I figured this would be the perfect time to look at all the goals we've seen in the Neo-Egoist League so far and analyze the chapter where each of the goals took place in. So in chapter 161, we get to see the first goal in the Neo-Egoist League. Kunigami was rushing up to Bachira for a matchup. Bachira reacted to Kunigami's movements through getting the ball more to the outside and pressing on him. He then pulled the ball to his right leg and Kunigami actually followed it. Bachira was surprised by his torso reflexes. He went for a double touch, increased the tempo and double touches consecutive times to Kunigami's right, and dashed up ahead. Grimm and Birkenstock tried to sandwich him now, which held him back, but Bachira passed it towards a teammate with his right leg, a mocking heel lift pass. So the ball came to Ignacio. He didn't waste any time, and passed to Otoya, while Bro was spouting Naruto jutsu, which I found quite funny. So Otoya passed the ball to his left, and due to that pass, Bachira shot something called a B shot with his right leg, which got FC Barcha in the lead. Bastard Munchin didn't waste any time though, as in the chapter 162, we get another goal. Kaiser passed the ball to Ness, and Kaiser was moving up the field sort of rouletting past some Barcha players without the ball at his feet. Ness was in a passing stance about to pass the ball to Kaiser, but it was a feint instead. He is using something called an ankle technique, which means that he can easily switch directions past an opponent as he gets past Otoya. Ness stops for a moment and looks at all the opportunities in which he can assert Kaiser within pass. So he crosses the ball into the box towards michaelkaiser. Bachira got there a swell trying to deny his shot. But Kaiser pressed him back as the ball was about to fall at his lap. He tapped it, but then, without the ball even touching the ground, he shot the ball at an insane speed, bringing the game to a tie with his Kaiser impact. The next goal is in chapter 164. FC Barcha has restarted the game with Bachira passing to Lavinho, who had just came in from the star-changing system. Noah and him were about to 1 versus 1. He pretended to go to the outside, but stopped the ball at his other les. Then he put his leg back so it would be impossible for Noah to reach it. It's an one-on-one of gods from different worlds. Isagi tried to get into the action too, but it was off no use, as Lavinho found an opening and Rainbow flicked the ball over both of them. Now Lavinho dribbled past 2 Bastard Munchin players like it's nothing while flexing his moves. He was about to shoot is what everyone thought, as he is one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but instead he jumped over the goalkeeper instead. He turned around and made one of the most badass goals with his right back heel. In chapter 165, we get yet another goal. Man, this match was so action-packed, it's crazy. But anyways, someone passed the ball to Kaiser, and Kaiser passed the ball to Ness. Suddenly, Noah was accelerating like crazy. High-speed off-the-ball movements, just like Kaiser did before. Ness noticed Noah and passed the ball to him. Noah dribbled past an FC Barca player and moved on ahead with the ball glued to his feet. He now does a roulette past Bachira and goes past another player. He gets rid of them like it's nothing, really. He passes the ball to Kaiser, and Kaiser passes the ball back to Noah. Noah moves up now as it seems to be in 1 versus 1 with the goalkeeper, but there are still 3 Barca defenders in his way, with one of them being Lavinho himself. Lavinho moves up and missed his sliding, which led to Noah tapping the ball upwards, and he got into his shooting stance but trapped the ball towards him with another fake, which led to another one of the Barca players missing his sliding. Noah tapped the ball up while using Lavinho's body to take off into the air and shoot the ball hard into the left upper corner, putting the game on a tie again. In chapter 167, Grimm was moving up on the left flank as Kaiser and Kunigami were duking it out for a receive. Grimm passed the ball, but not towards them. Rather, it was towards Ness. But Isagi stole the ball from him. He moved up in desperation and faked Bachira. Kaiser reacted to Isagi's movements perfectly, but Isagi wasn't aiming for Kaiser. He was aiming for Kunigami instead as he tapped the ball preparing his lefty shot. And he shoots the ball right in the left upper corner, making Bastard Munchin win 3-2. In chapter 169, we see that Ego was displaying a match that was going on, which was the match Ubers versus PXG. Rin shot the ball with his long-range curve shot into the right upper corner, giving PXG the win against Ubers. I'll use this moment to quickly ask you guys that if you are liking my content so far and wish to support me, subscribe to the channel. Now back to the video. In chapter 176, Chigiri was about to one-on-one against Isagiyoichi. He cut to the inside but went back to the outside again. He moved forward with Isagi tailing right behind him. He stopped his movement for a bit, which put Mensaya off guard, so Chigiri took advantage of that opportunity and bursted past him. Isagi and Mensaya were trying to sandwich him now, but Chigiri cut to Isagi's inside as he got past the both of them. Kunigami has caught up to him now, though, but Chigiri takes him lightly penetrating through Kunigami and Isagi using the mock cut-in. He got into his 44 zone as he was about to shoot the ball now, and he shot the ball into towards the right upper corner, scoring the goal that got Manshine in the lead. In chapter 181, the ball was flying high in the air off a rebound. The ball was falling towards Ness, and he has got the ball. Ness reboned a Manshine City player and moved on ahead with Kaiser tailing right behind him. Kaiser went to the left of that Manshine player, and Ness passed the ball to Kaiser. As he sends the ball back perfectly with a 1-2, Kaiser rushes on ahead towards those two Manshine defenders. He's not even looking at the ball, and Ness passes the ball back to Kaiser. He traps it and meets 5 Manshine players in one place, but yet he still shoots the ball with his predator eye. It goes past all the Manshine players right into the left upper corner, bringing the game to a tie. In chapter 185, Isagi moved up with Corona Ranza doing a 1-2 through their planet hotline. Corona got the ball and passed it to Isagi as he was about to use his direct shot. But Kaiser tried to deny him as he told him that he has entered the same dimension as him now. Isagi shot the ball regardless, though, through Kaiser's legs aimed for the left upper corner. It was actually about to miss, as you can see with that shot trajectory. I've realized thanks to some comments I got on my previous Kunigami video. Shout out to you guys. So Kunigami jumped up and shot the ball in instead, putting Bastard Munchin into the lead. In chapter 190, Nagi and Isagi were duking it out for the ball. He trapped the ball, getting it into a stopping motion, and was about to shoot the ball towards the net. But Isagi didn't take the bait as he knew that it was a fake as Nagi volleyed the ball up. But much to Isagi's surprise, Nagi threw another volley and got past Isagi as a result of that. He got into a shooting stance again and faked the shot again as well as Kaiser missed the ball. Those were 3 consecutive fake volleys as Nagi gets past Kaiser to aiming for another one at the goal. Isagi put on a desperate attempt to try to deny him again, but he did it 4 times. The ball is up in the air. Nagi jumps up as well, and that was there. The 5-shot revolver fake volley was born. It bursted past Gagamaru into the right upper corner of the net, bringing the game to a tie. In chapter 202, the ball was inside the penalty area. As Chris and Noah were duking it out, Chris tapped the ball outside of the box. The ball went towards isagiyoichi. But Kaiser comes in again, trying to deny his shot successfully for the second time. Isagi taps the ball as they are both duking it out for the ball. Such amazing teammates, aren't they? But since Kaiser came, Isagi backheeled the ball towards Yukimiya Kenyu. Yukimiya didn't let that chance slip as he got into his shooting stance and shot the ball towards the right upper corner in an upwards trajectory with his gyro shot. Ryo got there to save the ball, though, but he didn't ask the ball suddenly dropped faster. Yukimiya took inspiration from Chris, his knuckleball shot through, increasing the oblique rotation of the ball. His new sword screw shot that bounced to the ground in front of the goalkeeper and then back up again into the left upper corner of the net. That was the game finisher. Bastard Munchin won 3-2. In chapter 212, Isagi moved up with the ball, initiating a counterattack. He moves up the field as passes the ball to Corona Ranza. They are at it again with their planet hotline steamrolling through the field. Yukimiya tried to steal the ball from Isagi, but that was within Isagi's expectations. He dashed to Drago's left as Yukimiya bumped into him. Isagi was moving up now with Kaiser right beside him. So Lorenzo has put Kaiser on lockdown, and Isagi passed to Corona again. Isagi moved towards Nico, and Corona passed towards Isagi. Isagi passed the ball back, and from Nico's left, he went in between Aiku and Nico instead. The goal was about to be his, but little did he know that Ness was on his ass this time. Ness tried to get Isagi out of balance, making him unable to shoot. But it was of no use as Isagi used his newly created lefty direct shot, putting Bastard Munchin into the lead. In Chapter 216, Barou Shui was slithering behind Drago and Nico looking for an opening with his predator eyes. Gagamaru has no idea about who has got his hands on the ball now. They've created a blind spot for him aiming to shoot as soon as Gagamaru puts his guard down, and he did, with a stealth kill shot the curve towards the right upper corner, and he tied the game for Ubers. In Chapter 220, Isagi got the ball, and Yukimiya was about to assert himself. So Isagi passed towards Yukimiya, but Lorenzo got in the way. But little did he know that Kaiser was bouncing in now as he was waiting for this moment to arrive. He's gotten into his shooting stance now, but Sendu tries to deny Kaiser's efforts. So Kaiser taps the ball over Sendu. Now Aiku tried to deny him through cutting off his shooting angle. Ryu pressed onto him now as well. Drago missed his sliding, and Kaiser used Ryu's body for him to take off the ground. He is in the air now as he shoots the ball with his Kaiser impact. The ball goes through Aiku's legs, bounces on the ground, then bounces back up past the goalkeeper. Thanks to that goal, Bastard Munchin got into the lead again. In Chapter 228, Kaiser and Isagi tried to corner him through cutting off his shooting angle with a sandwich. So Barou has two options now, either shooting near post or far post. Instead of shooting though, Barou accelerated, trying to shake off Isagi and Kaiser. They both catch up to the scene though, and Barou does another attempt in trying to shake of the two of them, as he finally gets into his shooting stance. He shoots the ball right now, which goes through both Kaiser and Isagi's legs. It's going towards Snuffy right now, so he uses that opportunity to move Noah away slightly so that he can put his leg up, making way for Barou's second goal in the Neoegoistleague, which tied the game 2-2. And now, we finally get to the climax of the Bastard Munchin versus Ubers match. Hiyori is moving up the field with Kunigami at his side. Isagiyoichi tries to put himself open for the pass right now. Kaiser took note of Isagi and moved towards him with killing intent. Hiyori jiggled with the ball in order to consude Nico Ikki, as he does a trap that looks a lot like Nagi's trap to Zero. The route of the pass has opened right now, but he gets into a shooting stance instead. Lorenzo responds to Hiyori's wish and moves towards him, but Hiyori flicked the ball up instead. It was a feint, and Lorenzo missed his tackle as a result. Barou tries getting into his way now, though sealing off Hiyori's route to pass. Isagi moves past everyone right now, bursting through the penalty area. Hiyori has taken note of it as he prepares to pass. He passes the ball past Barou towards the penalty area. And of course, it was meant for the egoist Isagiyoichi, who isn't even looking at the ball, mind you. Their visions of becoming the best player in the world clash as Isagi is one-on-one with the goalkeeper right now. The ball gets in front of him as he gets into a shooting stance, and he shoots the ball with his direct shot. And he scored the winning goal for the Bastard Munchin team, destroying Ness and Michaelkaiser in the process. If you resonate with my content, definitely feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm out, Egoists. Peace.